In this COVID-19 dystopia, people are forced to stay at home due to many government state of emergencies and stay-at-home orders. People are turning to video games, especially the Nintendo Switch, for something to occupy their time and live their lives before the dystopia arose. One of the popular games are most recently Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is a massive hit with Nintendo Switch owners. Only problem is that if you want to buy the Switch, even a Nintendo Switch Lite, it's already too late. In most physical retail locations, you can't find a Nintendo Switch anywhere. No matter which store you go to, at the Nintendo's game section, there are plenty of games, but no Nintendo Switch consoles. On occasion, you see a Nintendo Switch Lite, which people will eventually have to sell for, and of course gotten sold out. When you do find a Nintendo Switch available in your area, you have to be there early, and in some cases it's not guaranteed because the stock system is unreliable and not up to date. Online, you have to be very lucky because people have been using bots to buy the console with the sole intent of reselling them on Amazon or eBay. It took me over a month to buy this Nintendo Switch from Target, from a physical Target retailer. And it was from sheer luck that a shipment of an 8-pack Nintendo Switch package, 4 of them black and white and 4 of them red and blue, came in and I had to buy it immediately. One of the other customers wanted to buy 2 of them using the I have a cousin excuse, but Target staff told him that there's a 1 Switch per customer policy. I'll tell you one reason. Because eBay and retail scalpers are taking advantage of this demand by profiteering. And to do that, they buy out any stock they have left of the console in any retail store. Some cases through the use of automated bots, such as BirdBot. As reported from Vice Motherland, Nate, a retailer, read Retail Vulture, the creator of BirdBot, said, "Me and my friends were talking about reselling Nintendo Switches, and at one point my friend, named Bird, told me I should make a bot. And here we are today," Nate said. People like Nate are profiting from his demand by buying out stock from brick-and-mortar stores and online retailers and posting it on eBay and Craigslist for 1.5 times, or in some cases twice the normal prices, forcing people to either do without a Nintendo Switch or forced to overpay out of this artificial scarcity. How these bots operate are very similar to what ticket scalpers and sneaker collectors have done. By identifying where an item is back in stock, adding it to their cart, and completing their checkout process as quickly as possible in order to beat other buyers. Websites will often try to block automated buyers like these, but the bot designers and users will then route their traffic through various other computers before ordering the item or use other tricks to avoid the website's mitigations. These types of people are profiteering through what is known as artificial scarcity. These people have resources to run these schemes that normal people don't. Nintendo isn't doing anything to induce the artificial scarcity, but they and their retail partners like Amazon, Walmart, and Target are enabling it by failing to implement buying restrictions such as 1 item per person for a certain length of time. And by doing so, they won't get a cut of the profit. No, all the profit of these schemes goes straight to the vulture, where consumers and retailers lose. Consumers will be forced to rip themselves off, while retailers won't be able to get any of the profit the retailers get. When Best Buy and most retail video games close, along with GameStop, which is a good portion of their stores will close down months after this pandemic and lockdowns are over due to a lack of revenue they had to lack of revenue to pay the massive back rent that has been collected over the past 4 or 5 months. Now the PS4 and the Xbox One is not affected by this. It's a problem unique to Nintendo games because almost all of their Nintendo games for the Switch, their first-party games, are made by them in-house. Also, it's a unique brand like Apple because Nintendo still operates like a toy company instead of a video game company. It does not help that in the United States, scalping isn't illegal by federal law. It's only outlawed in 15 of the 50 states in the country. Now, I want to add another aspect to the Nintendo Switch shortages and how are these vultures are still in business. It's primarily because of the fact that people have been getting disposable income through PUA, or the Pandemic unemployment assistance, which provides up to 39 weeks of unemployment benefits to individuals not eligible for regular unemployment compensation or standard benefits. And individuals covered under PUA include the self-employed, those seeking part-time employment, individuals lacking sufficient work history, and those who otherwise not qualify for regular unemployment compensation or standard benefits. Those eligible for PUA will get $600 per week on top of the normal state level benefits, which for some cases, people can actually get up to $3,000 to $4,000 per month. That represents a lot of disposable income, and some of these people are able to buy these Nintendo Switches using that disposable income, while they could have been using it for rent, basic utilities. This is how these vultures are still in business. They basically they and Amazon and other businesses that have been profiteering from this pandemic and the resulting lockdowns by taking some of the money from the pandemic unemployment assistance. Basically, some of these people who are able to afford the overpriced Nintendo Switches, they're using PUA. They're using PUA for it. And unfortunately, it's not going to stop until the disposable income runs out and the PUA runs out. As of this recording, the PUA is still under consideration of renewal by Congress. Of course, by the recording of this video, Nintendo has already stepped up production, and more Nintendo Switch consoles will be in stores. But unfortunately, due to these lockdowns, it's going to take months for the stock to catch up in every retail. And unfortunately, until the economy goes back to normal, which won't be going back to normal anytime soon. And to be honest with you, it's not going to be back to normal until 18 months from now. These vultures will be operating with almost near impunity for the foreseeable future. This is JK from the Ministry of Otaku, signing out for now.